Good afternoon and welcome. Can we quickly do a sound check? I just want to make sure that everyone can hear me clearly. If you wouldn't mind just commenting in the chat box, just to let me know if you can hear me. Perfect. So like I said, welcome. My name is Ruan Buerta. I'm the DJI product manager at Rectron. We are joined today by Tianyu. He's the DJI Enterprise Sales Manager, and Grain, DJI Product and Solutions Engineer. During this webinar, feel free to post your questions in the chat, which Tianyu and Grain will be able to answer as we go. So let's get started. The Matrice 300 RTK is DJI's latest flagship commercial drone platform that takes inspiration from the modern aviation systems, offering up to 55 minutes of flight time, advanced AI capabilities, 6 directional sensing and positioning, and more. The M300 RTK sets a whole new standard by combining intelligence with high performance and unrivaled reliability. Here are some of the main specs and features of the unit. 15 kilometers max transmission, 55 minutes max flight time, 6 directional sensing and positioning, primary flight displays, IP45 rating, minus 20 degrees Celsius to 50 degrees Celsius operating temperatures, hot swappable batteries, and a UAV health management system. So it's quite an upgrade from the previous units, integrating a lot of redundancy and special safety features. Let's talk about some of the performance features of the unit. The all-new OcuSync Enterprise enables transmission up to 15 kilometers away and supports triple-channel 1080p video. Real-time auto-switching between 2.4 GHz and 5.8 GHz, which enables more reliable flight near high interference environments, while AES 256 encryption offers secure data transmission. I see there's some comments coming through. MC De Jager. I'm sure Tianyu or Grain will be able to answer that. So he's asking 55. Oh, by the way, I'm gonna have a look at the chat every now and again, and may I just make comment on the comments in the chat. So he's asking 55 minutes flight time with headwinds. So, but we'll get into the flight time a bit later, but I'm sure Tianyu or Grain will be able to assist you right there. One of the hardest parts of using a drone for surveying or mapping is having to quit halfway through and replace the batteries in the drone. The Matrice 300 has a max flight time of up to 55 minutes, leaving you plenty of time to complete your mission before you need to recharge. The M300 is a sturdy commercial drone providing enhanced flight performance with wind resistance of up to 54 kilometers an hour. The refined airframe and propulsion system design gives you a more efficient, stable flight, even in harsh conditions. There we go. I see Tianyu's just joined us. Perfect. The M300 is quite a fast drone with a max speed of 82 kilometers an hour. and the propulsion system and airframe allows you to quickly navigate terrain during time-sensitive operations such as search and rescue operations. With a 7 meters a second max descent speed, you can easily bring the DJI drone down to the ground in a controlled, quick manner. Obviously, each mission is unique. Whether you're using a drone for reconnaissance, surveillance, or firefighting, you need a payload that is appropriate for the mission. You can configure the M300 with multiple payloads at once in order to complete your mission. The M300 can mount up to 3 payloads at the same time with a maximum capacity of 2.7 kilograms. So obviously that means that you can, apart from the DJI systems, you can mount your own payloads up to 2.7 kilograms. If you only need one payload, you can configure the drone with a single downward gimbal. I'll just get my mouse pointer here. Obviously, in this instance over here, single downward gimbal. With two payloads, the M300 can handle a single upward and a dual downward gimbal setup. Just a single downward gimbal. And obviously with the 3 payloads, the M300 can handle a single upward and dual downward gimbals on the last image here. The M300 has advanced AI capability that greatly enhances your mission to turn a regular inspection into a smart inspection. Here are the Matrice 300's AI features. First off, we have live mission recording. Waypoint GPS navigation teaches your drone where to fly and at what height and speed. With live mission recording, this is taken one step further. Users can record every little detail of a flight mission, such as aircraft movement, gimbal orientation, photo shooting, and zoom level to create mission files for future automated inspections. This makes even the most complex inspection projects a breeze. As you can see, you only need to record a mission once, and then you are able to go back and repeat the same mission exactly as it was done before, allowing for a super efficient workflow. Next feature is AI spot check. The very nature of traditional inspection methods makes them prone to human error. So obviously take the human element out of it, record your mission plan once, and then use the next feature, AI spot checking. Interestingly, this holds true for most current drone inspection solutions in the market, and here's why. When performing an inspection with a drone, any minor changes, be it unstable wind conditions, movement of the gimbal, especially at high zoom levels, may lead to a significant variation in the camera view. As you might expect, these can affect the accuracy and consistency of the data captured, impacting the overall inspection. With AI spot check, this problem is significantly minimized. Users can mark objects of interest after a demo flight, then by means of onboard AI algorithms, the aircraft will replicate the position, angle, and framing automatically for future missions. Next up is the next smart inspection feature is the Waypoints 2.0. With Waypoints 2.0 is an improved mission planning system that lets users create up to 65,535 waypoints and set multiple actions for one or more payloads, including third-party payloads too. With Waypoints 2.0, flight path planning is optimized to maximize flexibility and efficiency, especially for more demanding inspections. To make it even easier for operators, the M300 and Zenmuse H20 series offer a set of quick tap functions that enhance usability. Awesomeness. I see the comments are going. So MC Diager asked about the 55-minute flight time without in a headwind. There we go. So Tianyu answered the first question. 55 minutes without wind hovering. So when there's a headwind, you are looking at less minutes. Excellent. So let's continue. Next feature is pinpoint. Pinpoint is a feature that allows you to mark an object in the camera or map view simply by tapping on it. The drone technology will then run advanced sensor fusion algorithms to calculate the coordinates of the object and project it to each of the camera views as an AR icon. Pinpoint will then share the location of the object with another remote controller or online platform. So if one drone operator actually pinpoints a subject, your other drone operators are automatically able to see where that subject is on their heads-up display and map. Very, very powerful feature. Smart Track. Smart Track works almost like Pinpoint in that it allows you to mark an object with the drone's camera. It then goes one step further in tracking and following these moving objects and continuously detecting their dynamic location. Very similar to Pinpoint, however, this now involves tracking the object, as you can see in the video, that it's actually tracking a vehicle that's moving and also displaying that location to other drone operators in real time. This is a perfect feature for surveillance operations that need to follow moving subjects such as people, vehicles, and boats. The M300 RTK adopts a new primary flight display, or PFD, that integrates flight navigation and obstacle information to empower the pilot with exceptional situational awareness. Similar to a real or a manned aircraft, flight information such as aircraft attitude, altitude, velocity, wind speed, and wind direction are displayed in a clear manner, allowing the pilot to always have the necessary data at a glance away. Let's check out the comments quickly again. I see, this is a great look by Fusion Source. This is a great looking enterprise drone. May I ask what the price is in the region of? My details are in the description, so you can pop me an email and we can talk about that kind of stuff. Also, Fusion Source, really interested in reviewing these for my channel and work with Visual Studio to create AI software. Saw that at a Microsoft event 2 years ago. Wow, that's amazing. There we go. Okay, cool. So I see Tianyu also commented that. But yeah, so if you're looking for the details, my email address is in the description. So please just send an email to that email address, and then we can take it from there. Okay. Next up is the navigation display. Pilots can also view the live status of an aircraft's heading, trajectory, pinpoint information, and home point projection in a more efficient way. You can visualize all nearby obstacles at once with the new obstacle map, so you can fully be informed. The M300, like other DJI commercial drones, can be set up with a dual remote controller setup. With two remote controls both equally in control of the aircraft, the M300 is perfect for missions that require greater cooperation and flexibility. This allows for planning strategies and allowing one person to operate the aircraft while the other handles the payload. However, the difference being the secondary operator can take full control of the aircraft flight with a simple touch of a button. So, I mean, this is next level stuff. A lot of situations, whereas, for instance, on the game farm, the flight distances are quite expensive. So if you have one operator at one point that's able to take control from the next point, you increase your operating range drastically. Um, Obviously, take into account the flight times and where the unit will be, um, landed. Obviously, it won't be able to return to the first operator if you continue the flight. But this is quite an exciting feature, especially with the wide open areas of our lovely South Africa. Okay, next we'll go over some of the M300 safety and reliability features. The M300 features 6 pairs of vision sensors. The vision sensor pairs provide binocular machine vision, which senses changes in the aircraft's position and attitude, visually positioning the aircraft while helping it sense obstacles. If one or more of these sensor pairs are down, the TOF sensors and the remaining vision sensors can keep the drone functioning safely. Infrared TOF sensors resolve the distance to an object using time of flight techniques, measuring the round trip time of an infrared light signal. The M300 RTK is equipped with TOF sensors that provide real-time information on the surroundings of all 6 sides of the aircraft. When operated at night or in low light conditions, and if the vision system is out of commission, the drone can still rely on TOF sensors to maintain obstacle sensing abilities. The M300 also offers an integrated UAV health management system to optimize fleet maintenance. It records the aircraft's flight data throughout its entire life cycle and utilizes the drone hardware and software systems to understand current aircraft performance and determine when it should be serviced. So obviously, a big leap from the commercial drone space, or the consumer units, where maintenance plans and safety or safe operations are taken into account. So you get all this data to know how the health state of your drone, and you are able to remedy problems before they actually become a problem. Taking advantage of this new systems, users can get a quick overview of all critical aircraft systems, manage firmware updates across an entire fleet, track pilot hours, and review flight missions. The M300 platform is designed with extensive system and sensor redundancies to maximize flight safety and reliability. These redundancies and safety mechanisms include dual flight control system sensors, dual control signal links, dual intelligent batteries, dual transmission links, obstacle sensor system redundancies, and 3 propeller emergency landing. This is the next one that's really caught my eye. The 3-prop landing system, or emergency landing system, is literally where the drone is capable of landing with when it's lost one of its propellers, which is quite amazing. I mean, in normal circumstances, that would be the end of your flight completely, and the end of you owning a drone. Whereas now this feature has been brought in, and the unit is still capable of landing after even a prop failure. Very, very cool stuff. Drones often sustain damage from more than just crashing into obstacles. Dust and water from bad weather can also pose a threat to drones and damage the aircraft. Thanks to the M300's IP45 ingress protection, this unit is dust and water resistant, leaving you free to perform missions in environments with adverse weather without fear. The safety beacons on both the top and the bottom of the aircraft allow the aircraft to be identified at night or in low light conditions. The built-in AirSense ADS-B receiver system alerts you of nearby manned aircraft in the surrounding airspace to ensure extra safety. Let's go over some of the accessories available for the M300. First up is the battery station. The battery station manages up to 8 flight batteries and 4 remote controller batteries, while fast charging allows you to conduct your missions without running out of power. TB60 intelligent flight batteries. I think my face is over that one. Yeah. Sorry about that. The high capacity hot swappable TB60 intelligent flight battery lets operators change batteries without powering off, saving time during critical missions. Another amazing feature, I mean, if you in the middle of an operation, you do run out of battery, you can bring the unit down, swap them out on the fly, and actually just continue where you left off. It's just amazing stuff. Non-stop workflow that really screams efficiency. The next new item that's we see come onto the list or the portfolio, DJI Smart Controller Enterprise. The DJI Smart Controller Enterprise Edition comes with an ultra bright 5.5-inch 1080p display that maintains clear visibility even in direct sunlight. The DJI-RTK2 mobile station gain improved relative accuracy with centimeter level precision positioning data using the DRTK2 high precision GNSS mobile station. Wow, what a mouthful. Which supports all major global satellite navigation systems and provides real-time differential corrections. Okay. CSM radar. It's the first time I've actually seen one of these. CSM radar for an added safety measure. A circular scanning millimeter wave CSM radar with a detection range between 1 to 30 meters can be mounted on top of the aircraft. So obviously I'm just briefly going over this. The accessories will in future webinars will go into more depth with each of these systems and the integrations and applications in real world scenario. Let's check out some of the comments again. Okay, let's check here. Sadiq, can the M300 be used for mapping with a third-party app if it was used with the Zenmuse H20 camera? Which sensor will be triggered by the drone while mapping? Answer from Tianyu. M300 is not supported by a third-party app for the moment since it is a new drone DJI just released, but we do plan to release more payloads on the M300 RTK for surveying purposes very soon. Yeah, so there are some stuff in the pipeline specifically geared for mapping. Skyline visuals, will there be back support for the Zenmuse X5S and X7 for survey purposes? At Skyline, so there's the comment. M300 RTK, Tianyu responded to Skyline. The M300 RTK will not support X5S and X7. Please stay tuned for our new payload releases later. See, Fusion Source also he left a comment. Oh wow, 3 prop landing is incredible. Yeah, that's amazing stuff. Okay, let's move on. Let's see what's next. Okay, so here's a quick overview again. I'm gonna go over these in depth. We are just briefly going over the total drone solution, but we will go in depth into each of the accessories and payload systems in future webinars. But here's an overview of compatible payloads for the M300. We will just cover them briefly as mentioned. The M300 can be equipped with multiple payloads, giving it a greater range of application than most DJI drones. Two of these payloads that are compatible with the M300 are the Zenmuse H20 and H20T cameras. These cameras are a hybrid sensor solution with LRF, zoom, wide and thermal camera capabilities. Here are their biggest features. The triple sensor camera H20. The Zenmuse H20 is a triple sensor solution that provides a 20 megapixel zoom camera, a 12 megapixel wide camera, and a 1,200 meter laser rangefinder. It's also ridiculous, a 1,200 meter rangefinder on your drone. The 20 megapixel 1 by 1.7 inch CMOS sensor allows for 23 times hybrid optical zoom and 200 times max zoom with a video resolution of 4K at 30 frames per second. This powerful zoom camera allows you to maintain a safe distance between your drone and potentially dangerous environments you may need to photograph, and super accuracy with that rangefinder. The 12 megapixel wide camera on the Zenmuse H20 comes with a 1 by 2.3 inch CMOS sensor with an equivalent focal length of 24 millimeters. This allows you to photograph everything with a crystal clear quality without leaving anything out of the shot. The laser rangefinder provides precise distance data with a range of 3 to 1,200 meters with incredible accuracy. Next, we move over to the H20T quad sensor camera. So basically we have a triple sensor solution. Now we have a quad sensor solution, adding one more sensor to the package. The Zenmuse H20T camera comes with all three sensors that the H20 does, with an additional radiometric thermal camera. I think I saw one of the comments earlier asking about thermal cameras. So hopefully this answers your question. This camera has a DFOV of 40.6 degrees, a resolution of 640 by 512, and a frame rate of 30 FPS. This thermal sensitivity is less than or equal to 50 mK at f1.0, which allows you to see the unseen and track objects by the heat signature. So all the features mentioned earlier with the pinpoint and active tracking obviously integrated into the thermal packages and the thermal features of the H20T as well. So night operations, you can, I mean, it's limitless possibilities of security, inspections at night. The potential is limitless. This added thermal feature is integral when using the M300, especially for firefighting and finding hotspots in buildings. So earlier in the we had some comments about the flight times. Here you can actually see a graph that displays how payloads will impact your flight times. At the top left, you will see that you will get the full 55-minute flight time with no payload. In the middle of the chart, you can see that even with a dual camera setup, it's quite a bit of weight that you're already piling on, that you will still get the 45-minute flight time. And obviously, the more you stack on payload-wise, the less flight time you will get. But even at the full capacity of 2.7 kilograms, you can still expect to get 31 minutes worth of flight time, which is very impressive. Let's go over some of the applications where the M300 will be an integral part of, which we will also cover in more detail in future webinars. First off, we have firefighting and search and rescue operations. With immediate intel, first responders can respond to urgent missions with rapid aerial awareness. So, with firefighting and these search and rescue operations, um, having more data and information is critical to saving lives and actually be able to respond in the best manner. And actually, it's keeping people safe, which at the end of the day is the goal in these situations. Coordinated responses, obviously with multiple operators in taking into account, ground crews that rely on data from the air, synchronize across teams with direct response resources with live mission overwatch, and reduce risk, eliminate the guesswork, and act with insurance. Check out some of these comments again. I see Jude also commented on the auto-rotate landing is amazing. No one else has this yet. I actually saw this technology quite a long time ago and I was waiting for it to appear, and then obviously DJI first in line to give us this amazing feature. Okay. Okay, so Sadiq also asked here, will a cheaper non-RTK version become available like you had for the M210 V2? Tianyu replied, we are not planning it for the moment. Yeah, so in the pipeline, I think with the flagship model currently out, payloads are going to be the Yes, so payloads are going to be the main focus, and so there are some great stuff coming out in the near future. I see Ben Honnibal. Yes, the unit is already ICASA approved. It's already. No. I see Tianyu. Yeah, no, the M300 we already have ICASA approved. So stickers are on the units, and we can provide you with a certificate to actually do your licensing, etc. So everything is in place already. Okay, let's move on. Performing inspections of power lines can be dangerous without a commercial drone. The M300 allows inspections to perform smart inspections to find problems with power lines from a safe distance. The pinpoint and live mission recording features make it easier to inspect every element of the power lines in a much faster and more efficient way. Also, in the oil and gas industry, oil and gas inspectors can conduct inspections of pipelines, well sites, and more thanks to the M300. Obviously, safety again, instead of forcing their workers to put themselves in harm's way by navigating risky areas, the M300 can use the optical zoom technology of the Zenmuse H20 to inspect these areas from a safe distance. Rescue services, emergency responders can identify targets and deploy care faster thanks to the overhead guidance of DJI drones. Law enforcement drones are becoming critical tools for law enforcement agency, enabling greater safety, quicker response, and better decisions. Well, that was a quick one. I think the most of the value is going to sit with having direct contact with Tianyu and the team that side. Thank you for joining us today. Keep an eye out for future upcoming webinars that will deep dive into the more detail into payloads and accessories, and obviously some verticals as well, some use cases where these drones will shine in industry applications. Again, if you need any additional information or would like to discuss any solutions, please send me an email at ruanb, RUANB, at rectron.co.za, which is in the description below. So yeah, let's obviously keep I'm gonna keep the stream open for a while as well. Let's if there's any more questions, let's go through it. And otherwise, have a great day. Stay stay safety. Have a great day and stay safe. Thank you for joining us. I see Fusion Source asked the question, do you need a special license to pilot it in South Africa? Please pop me an email. I've got a whole document that actually covers everything you need to know. I will gladly send that to you, and it will also point you in the right directions of where to actually get your licensings. But in short, if you're using it in a private capacity on your own private property, you should be okay. But any commercial use of any drone, for that matter, you will definitely need to be licensed. Apart from special licensing, I'm not 100% sure. I think the actual weight restriction might come into play with this unit. Okay, cool. Awesome Fusion call. Well, I think if we need to continue, I'm going to end the stream right now. I think you guys have what you need, so pop me an email and we can take it from there. Excellent. Cheers, guys.